Cora, do you want some food? Cora, you want some food?
What am I doing?
Living.
No. What's my video?
Existing.
I don't exist.
That's terrifying. Reading!
Reading! How long am I reading for?
How long do you want to read for?
Welcome to my 24-hour reading vlog. So, I will be doing small mini reading stint for the next 24 hours. So it is currently 5 p.m. on Thursday the 6th of January, and I will be reading until 5 p.m. Friday the 7th of January. And in the lineup for today's reading vlog, we have... So for the majority of this reading vlog, I will be reading Tender is the Flesh by Agustina Bazterrica. I'm so sorry. Basically, the premise of this book is that all of the animals in the world have contracted this virus and they are no longer edible. And so we start growing humans to eat instead. So this is like a horror / dystopian book. I have read one chapter already, and so I will be aiming to read the rest of it in this vlog. It is about 200 pages, so I suspect I will finish this one hopefully tonight, but maybe tomorrow morning. And then once I finish Tender is the Flesh, I then will be jumping into The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. However, I will disclose that Jared and I will be watching a little Cirque du Soleil segment for 45 minutes, so it's not entirely 24 hours of reading, but it's close. So yes, please enjoy the vlog. Alright, be free. Haven't introduced you guys yet, but this is Chicken. Chicken is a bird that we're fostering at the moment. Her name isn't actually Chicken. I've named her Chicken because she doesn't have a name. She was found about a week and a half ago. So we're still trying to find her family. But if we can't find her family, she will be adopted out to our family. I've never met a bird as angry as this bird. She bit me immediately. And she's very fast. So yes, this is Chicken. She does the tapping thing. You know the Konya thing where they tap? No, she's just getting mad. Okay, that's Chicken. Where are the dogs? Come on, let's go. Sylvie. Hello. Let's go. Are you right? What am I doing?
Watching Boba Fett.
No, I'm reading. I'm reading. I'm reading Tender is the Flesh. Even you're interested in this. This needs to be a movie already. I'm only 20 pages in.
You know what needs to be a movie?
What?
Boba Fett. Or better yet, a TV show. Mini-series.
Reading update. So I'm about a quarter of the way through Tender is the Flesh. I've just passed page 55-ish. This book is disturbing in a lot of ways. So if you are at all queasy or sensitive to quite gruesome and confronting topics, don't read this book. At the start of this book, they do a very cool thing where the way that we learn about what this dystopian world is they walk a new employee through one of the factories, and literally it just goes through the entire process of what is happening right now in the world. So we've met the main character and we're kind of going through his personal story in his life, but then also his job because he works at one of the places that is involved with the meat. There's a lot of things happening in my brain because of this book. It's scary because it's something that not could happen, but it's not too far from reality. I find the writing of this, it's a translated work, but the writing is still quite good. I find that I'm actually reading every sentence. Normally when I read contemporary or romance books, I kind of skip through to get to the dialogue sometimes. I don't intentionally do it, but my eyes just kind of flick up and down and I read like retrospectively sometimes, but I have to like, with this book, I have to read every sentence to know like what's going on, which I think is really cool. And I'm noticing a lot more of like little writing style stuff that's happening there as well. So that's really nice. I am like, as like gruesome and brutal as it is, I am actually quite enjoying it. So I am just going to take a small break. We're going to make some eggnog and some hot cross buns because it's that weird time between Christmas and Easter where I've still got eggnog from Christmas, but hot cross buns are out. So it's a weird time of year and I love it. And then I'm going to sit down and eat my hot cross buns and then go back to reading because I don't think I can eat and read this book at the same time. Okay, eggnog is made. Just eat a bit of my hot cross buns.
As far as announcements go, there's not really anything to announce. I just finished why I didn't have anything last week.
Hi, I have just made the executive decision that I'm going to try to stay up as late as humanly possible tonight because I have been invited to a picnic tomorrow mid 24-hour reading vlog. So I will be doing both of those things and reading very late into tonight. I'm about to pick up Tender is the Flesh again. I'm just about to finish my eggnog and I've already eaten my hot cross bun. Hot cross buns in January is something that I want to talk about because like they're not supposed to happen in January, but I'm so glad that they did. However, they are not as good as they were last year. I don't know if that's just me or the way that I cooked them, but it just wasn't as delicious as it usually is. So eggnog is great. Eggnog is always great. My secret ingredient is Bailey's. So I'm going to finish this and then continue with reading. Good morning, happy Friday. I have just finished probably like 10 pages this morning. I read to about page 100 last night and I stopped because I was super tired and also because I was just like a little bit disturbed. So, Tender is the Flesh. My thoughts so far, I'm officially halfway through at this point and it's definitely interesting. I think it is challenging a lot of like the meat industry, but then also I think it's like challenging humanity as well and how given like the right circumstances and the right amount of money we can ignore any kind of vile crime or thing that's happening is kind of like my understanding of where it's at, because it's not just focused on like the meat aspect of it, it's actually also focused on like the politics behind it and like who's buying what and who owns what and how it all gets produced and all that kind of stuff. Like it's pretty complex, so it follows quite a lot of themes which I'm quite enjoying, and especially after watching Don't Look Up on Netflix, I'm getting the same kind of vibe as that. Like that weird alternative dystopian world kind of view. So yes, I'm enjoying it. I'm going to sit down now and read until I have to leave. I'm going out on a picnic, but then I will be coming straight back to continue reading for my 24-hour reading vlog. It me, just checking in real quick because we have a small TBR update. So I am like 150 pages through Tender is the Flesh, so I'm like 3/4 of the way through. I expect to finish this probably within the next hour, I want to say. But I have just had a short conversation with the Booked and Busy podcast, and instead of reading The Ocean at the End of the Lane, as I expected to at the end of Tender is the Flesh, I actually will be reading Zodiac Academy #1. So I've spoken about them before on my channel, but the Booked and Busy podcast basically is two women, their names are Brooke and Jada, and they read books and then they drink and talk about said books on a podcast. And it is like one of the best podcasts that I've listened to. I really, really enjoy it. And they've just done Zodiac Academy. And I was like, oh yeah, like I'm not super interested. I'm not gonna like jump into it. And then they posted a story on Instagram relating it to BTS, and now I have to read it. So that's what we're doing. I have a Kindle Unlimited membership now that I didn't have before because I don't have a Kindle. I'm just going to read it on my phone, and I'm going to read Zodiac Academy. So that's our new plan, but I need to finish Tender is the Flesh first. So I'll be doing that. I'll get back to you, and then we'll start Zodiac Academy. What a great, chaotic vlog. I finished Tender is the Flesh. I got very distracted by Facebook and TikTok. Final thoughts, very disturbing. Very, very disturbing, but thought-provoking at the same time. I enjoyed it. I liked kind of just walking through the world as it is in this story. Like, there wasn't honestly too much of like a story to it. It was more so just like exploring this alternate reality of our world. Yeah, it was actually like quite good. Like very engrossing. I was very, very like intrigued, and again, not for the faint of heart, but yeah, just like the description of some of the things, it made it very, very vivid in my mind. So yeah, finished Tender is the Flesh. I think I'm gonna give it probably like a 3.75, maybe a 4. Let's go a 4. Generous 4, just because it was so different and interesting and engaging. That is Tender is the Flesh. I'm going to take a short break. It is currently 2:20, so I have 2.5 hours to get stuck into Zodiac Academy. I think I want to try to make it like at least a quarter of the way through. So we'll see how we go. All right, 2 hours to get a quarter of the way through this book. Let's go. Okay, so I am about like 15% of the way through the Zodiac Academy 1. I have so many thoughts already, and I'm only like 60 pages in to the 400 pages of whatever it is. Anyway, so this reads like a fan fiction, and I feel like we've just stepped into the Winx Club, to be honest. Like a weird mashup of like fae in a school setting where they have elemental powers. The place is literally called Solaria, which is a place in Winx. Their like head person, her name is Nova, and I'm pretty sure that's also a character in Winx, and they control different elements. Winx, basically, we're reading like Dark Academia Winx Club is the vibe that I'm getting from the first 15% of the book. I'm very confused about a lot of things. It feels like a fever dream almost. Like one of the characters just out of the blue gets bit by another character in the middle of the hall where everyone's there and no one does anything about it. The premise of Zodiac Academy, now that I've read it and know a little bit about it, is that we are following our two main characters. They are twins. Their names are Darcy and Tori, and they are pulled from their like low socioeconomic life where Tori steals motorbikes and Darcy does something else, where they have no money and they've just turned 18 and they've just escaped from their like really terrible foster home. They get approached by this guy. He's all like fancy dressed, and he's like, hey, you're the missing daughters of the king and queen of this place called Solaria. You're fairies, like you're fae, you're coming with us. And so he like coerces them to go to this school, and then when they get to the school, he doesn't help when Tori gets bit by one of the other guys. What? It's weird. It's real weird. I will keep reading it for the sake of getting through it and figuring out what the hype's about, because there's like 7 of these books or something like that. But yes, I have half an hour left of reading, so I'm going to get as far as I can in that half an hour, and then I'm going to take a bit of a break from reading because my eyes are tired. It's 5 p.m. We've made it to the end of the 24-hour reading vlog. I'm pretty satisfied with how much I got through in this reading vlog, to be honest. I did pick an easy-ish book, but like realistically, even if it was a normal size book, I would have read almost a full book in 24 hours, which for me is pretty good. So yes, in total, I read Tender is the Flesh and I started Zodiac Academy. My final thoughts on Tender is the Flesh I have already spoken about, so you have already heard about that. But Zodiac Academy, oh boy, it's gonna be a slog to get through this one. I'm gonna read the first one and see how I feel. If I like am into it after that, I will keep reading, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to finish the series if I don't like it, because I'm not that invested. It reads quite poorly, to be honest. There are many sections in this that genuinely just don't make sense, or like the sentences aren't used in the right context, which I find really odd. And just some of it's really like badly cheesy. Like there's a good level of cheese to a book sometimes, but this one's badly cheesy. So I don't have like super high hopes for it, but I'm hoping that the fact that there's so much going on keeps me invested at least until the end of the first book. There's a lot of things that happen. There's fae that are also vampires and werewolves and other forms of magical creatures. And there's like elemental powers and they're in a school setting, and then there's like houses. So you've got to like pick which one you go to. Like it's confusing. But that is, yeah, as I said, the end of the 24-hour reading vlog. How do you feel about the 24-hour reading vlog?
Yes.
What books did you read in the 24 hours?
All of them.
All of them?
Every book.
Yeah. What did you achieve in the 24 hours?
I read every book ever.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Alright, well, that is all. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a comment or a like or whatever. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing that. That would be amazing. And I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're having a great day. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!